Hello YouTube, this is a coffee review. Brooklyn Bean Roastery's small batch premium coffee. Forget about it. Dark roast. I do like their information on the back. It says here, you want to know if this coffee is the darkest of dark roast, the boldest of extra bolds. You want to know if this can wake you up even after you've been sleeping with the fishes. Forget about it. If you're looking for a tasty, full-bodied, smoky blend, this is the brew for you. Stays kosher. Stays gluten-free. Okay. And peanut-free. Interesting. Considering I wouldn't think you would process any other nuts around a coffee mill. I like the gluten-free. Like, how many times do you want to go and put coffee in with wheat? But anyway, so this hails from South Plainfield, New Jersey. BrooklynBeanRoastery.com. Oh, it translates what forget about it means. That's forget about it for all you non-New Yorkers. Funny thing is, I was with a friend of mine. We were out there grocery shopping, and I'm like, I recall trying this well back in the past and liked it. Or at least I presume I liked it. And she's forget. I'm like, woman even lived in New York for a while. He couldn't pronounce it. All right, there we go. We have hit our time of 5 minutes, if not exceeded. And bang. There we go. I can smell it all the way over here. It is a dark chocolate type of coloring all the way through. No, no bubbles, no carbonation. Would make a terrible beer. But it's got a nice look to it. Usually the dark coffees, when you get towards like the very bottom or towards the edge, you'll find it has a bit of a red hue or it loses coloring really quick. So it kind of insinuates that it'll have a nice body for a short time and then just peter out in your mug. This looks solid from top to bottom. As for the nose, let's try the bag note first. It sits and cools down just a tad. I do like these bags in the fact that they've got an extra, well, not so much extra, but a reliable closing mechanism. A lot of these coffee places don't. It's to the point now where they just simply just take a wire and they just kind of glue it to the side and it clamps until the glue falls off because it's cheap glue, and you end up having to find other ways to make sure your coffee stays fresh. Smells like coffee with hints of chocolate. And that's how you know it's a nice dark roast. You start getting that chocolatey starts coming in onto it. And this is nice. It's not overwhelming. I prefer nice, strong flavors. And this is just on the edge of almost not enough. At least by the nose. Should get all the air out. There we are. Now, running it through the old French press. Let us see what we see. Or sniff what we sniff. It has a very, very charming, warm nose to it. I can relate it to, say, a nice big warm blanket on your bed in the wintertime. It's very nice. It does start to fade, though. But all in all, quite nice. That surprised me. It has a very strong brightness to it. Yeah. Has a short mouthfeel, or a short hang time. Mouthfeel is light, almost too light for a dark roast. Has a lot of characteristics of what you would expect in a nice medium roast coffee. That brightness rides along with it for about halfway through. So you got to keep an eye on that. Unless, of course, you're into brightness, and then you're probably wondering why it's dying early on you. I'm not at all. And the brightness comes back after it dies off. So it's sitting there in the back of the palate with all the rest of the nice flavors. It's kind of slowly fading out, and then it will find a way to come back again and haunt your dreams. But it does have, considering it is a dark roast, a very light mouthfeel and rather short hang time. This determines when it would be a good time to have this coffee. It's got a little, it's heavy enough because of the dark roast part that it would go well with burgers and any other kind of heavy meal. Steak would go well with this. And with some, power to it. Your salads and your seafoods, I think, would fall flat because it's just got a little too much body. I don't think it will do well wintertime, because you just get done shoveling the walk and you're coming in for a nice good cup of coffee. I would expect something with a bit more body to it. But then that's much more of a matter of preference. This could just float you just right, especially if you're a fan of medium roast. This, I think, would push you just far enough along towards the dark end of it all, but not cross you into, I'm now a fan of dark roast coffee. I don't think this will do this for you, but it'll get you near the door. It does, for me, it does very nice, considering at the taping of this particular video, we are now entering the beginning of summer, and it's hot, god-awfully hot. And this would go well with a nice cool morning or a nice cool evening, considering it's a dark roast. Now, I've been sipping on this throughout the week or so, and I have found that it goes very well with my favorite additive to most of my coffees, and that is powdered cocoa, like you find in a hot cocoa mix. As a matter of fact, shamefully, I will admit, but will deny in court, that the cheaper the cocoa, the better it goes with a coffee, making it into, obviously, a mocha blend. So the expensive stuff, save it, get the old cheapo, works out great. A little bit of sweetener, take that bitterness off the edge, or edges off the bitterness. All that brightness, gone. Fades away right there. The dark roast is enough that it enhances the cocoa. So this goes very, very well as a mocha. I'm not sure how it will do with extra cream. If we're onto that end, you're into your lattes. How the two would fight it out, who would win, and if it's worth having that kind of a battle over your taste buds, don't know. It seems to be worth a try, if you happen to be into the latte corner of the coffee world. But mocha, fantastic. Give it a try. See what you guys think. This is Brooklyn's Bean Rotisserie Small Batch Roasted Premium Coffee. Forget about it. Dark roast. Any comments about this particular product down below? Warmly accepted, as always. Or better yet, go out, buy it, try it. Let the rest of us in the YouTube coffee community know your thoughts, and it's worth filling our cups with. But until next time, holding our mug up high, keep on drinking.